For centuries, the realms of science and spirituality have often been seen as separate domains, divided by the perceived chasm between empirical observation and intuitive understanding. Yet, as we delve deeper into the mysteries of the cosmos and the intricacies of our own being, we begin to uncover remarkable parallels between ancient wisdom and modern discoveries. Across cultures and throughout history, ancient civilizations explored the cosmos, the human body, and the nature of consciousness, leaving behind a rich tapestry of knowledge encoded in myths, symbols, and practices. Could it be that these ancient teachings, once dismissed as mere superstition, hold profound insights that resonate with the findings of modern science? Are we on the verge of rediscovering a unified understanding of the universe, where science and spirituality are not opposing forces, but rather complementary lenses through which to perceive the ultimate nature of reality?
Our exploration begins with the most fundamental of questions. How did it all begin? Across countless cultures and traditions, the creation myth of a cosmic egg, a singularity containing the potential for all things, emerges as a recurring motif. In Hindu cosmology, we encounter Hiranyagarbha, the golden womb from which the universe unfolded. In ancient Greece, the Orphic egg, cracked open by the primordial god Phanes, gave birth to the cosmos.
These ancient narratives, passed down through generations, bear a striking resemblance to the scientific narrative of the Big Bang, the prevailing cosmological model for the universe's origin from an infinitely dense and hot state. While the scientific instruments of today provide empirical evidence for the Big Bang, the ancient seers and storytellers arrived at a remarkably similar understanding through introspection, observation, and intuition. Could it be that both science and spirituality, each in their own way, are tapping into a deeper, more fundamental truth about the origins of our universe?
From the grand cosmic scale, we turn our attention to the intricate patterns that permeate the natural world. Throughout history, civilizations have recognized the aesthetic beauty and mathematical precision of certain geometric ratios and shapes. The golden ratio, approximately 1.618, appears with astounding frequency in nature, from the spiral of galaxies to the arrangement of seeds in a sunflower. The Fibonacci sequence, in which each number is the sum of the two preceding ones, governs the growth patterns of plants and the branching of trees.
These patterns, celebrated in ancient art and architecture from the pyramids of Egypt to the Parthenon in Greece, are now recognized by modern physicists as fundamental to the structure of the universe itself. The very fabric of space-time, as described by Einstein's theory of relativity, exhibits geometric properties that echo the principles of sacred geometry. Is it mere coincidence that these patterns appear at both the macrocosmic and microcosmic levels, or does it point to an underlying code, a universal language that governs the unfolding of complexity from the smallest atom to the largest supercluster of galaxies?
Our journey into the convergence of ancient wisdom and modern science now takes us deep within the human body, where we explore the intricate relationship between energy and anatomy. For millennia, Eastern traditions have described chakras, swirling energy centers located along the spine, as key to our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Each chakra is associated with specific organs, emotions, and levels of consciousness.
Intriguingly, the locations of these chakras correspond remarkably well with the major nerve plexuses in the human body, as mapped by modern neurobiology. The enteric nervous system, a complex network of neurons in the gut, often referred to as our second brain, aligns with the ancient concept of the solar plexus chakra, the seat of our personal power and intuition. Could it be that ancient practices like yoga and meditation, designed to balance and harmonize the chakras, were essentially early forms of neuroregulation, influencing the flow of energy and information within our nervous system? Nestled deep within the center of our brains lies a tiny pinecone-shaped gland that has captured the imagination of mystics and scientists alike, the pineal gland.
This enigmatic gland, responsible for producing melatonin, the hormone that regulates our sleep-wake cycles, has long been associated with spiritual awakening and altered states of consciousness.
In ancient traditions, the pineal gland is often referred to as the third eye, a gateway to higher realms of perception and intuitive knowing.
Intriguingly, recent scientific research has revealed that the pineal gland contains light-sensitive cells, suggesting that it may play a role in our perception of light beyond ordinary vision.
Furthermore, the pineal gland produces DMT, a powerful psychedelic compound released in small amounts during sleep and in larger quantities during mystical experiences and near-death experiences.
Is it possible that the ancients, through deep meditation and spiritual practices, were able to activate the pineal gland, unlocking hidden potentials of consciousness and tapping into realms of reality beyond the reach of our five senses?
From the inner cosmos of our bodies, we now turn our gaze once again to the celestial wonders above, exploring the remarkable astronomical knowledge possessed by ancient civilizations.
Thousands of years ago, long before the invention of the telescope, cultures around the world were meticulously tracking the movements of stars, planets, and constellations, developing sophisticated calendars and aligning their monuments with astonishing precision.
The pyramids of Giza, for example, are aligned with the cardinal points and certain stars with an accuracy that rivals modern surveying techniques.
Stonehenge, the enigmatic stone circle in England, served as both a temple and an astronomical observatory, marking the solstices and equinoxes with remarkable accuracy.
These ancient astronomers, through patient observation and careful record-keeping, developed a deep understanding of celestial cycles and their influence on life on Earth.
Their knowledge, passed down through generations, laid the groundwork for the development of modern astrophysics, reminding us that the quest to comprehend the cosmos is a timeless human endeavor.
Sound, the very fabric of our auditory experience, has also been recognized for its profound healing potential since time immemorial.
From the chanting of mantras in ancient India to the Gregorian chants of medieval Europe, sound has been used to soothe the soul, focus the mind, and even heal the body.
Now, modern science is catching up with ancient wisdom, as the field of frequency medicine explores the therapeutic effects of sound waves on our physical and emotional well-being.
Cymatics, the study of wave phenomena, reveals the intricate patterns that sound creates in matter, demonstrating the power of sound to organize and influence physical structures.
Ultrasound technology, now commonly used in medical imaging and treatments, harnesses the power of sound waves to visualize and heal the body.
Could it be that ancient sound practices, often shrouded in ritual and mysticism, were, in essence, early forms of frequency medicine, intuitively harnessing the power of sound to restore balance and harmony within the body and mind?
Alchemy. It was never just about turning lead into gold, you know. It was, in truth, a profound art of transformation, deeply rooted in the spiritual journey of self-discovery.
Yes, alchemy was far more than a pursuit of material wealth. At its core, it symbolized the purification and evolution of the soul, using the language of chemistry as a metaphor for this inner journey.
Picture this: alchemists, in their dimly lit laboratories, meticulously working to transmute base metals into noble ones. They believed quite strongly that this external transformation was a reflection of their inner spiritual growth and enlightenment.
And although they never achieved the literal transmutation of elements, their detailed observations and experiments became the bedrock of modern chemistry.
Indeed, the periodic table of elements, which we now consider a cornerstone of modern science, owes much to the alchemists' determination to uncover the fundamental building blocks of matter.
And let's not forget the symbolic language of alchemy. It's rich with archetypes and metaphors, and it still resonates today with those who seek to explore human consciousness and the transformative power of the psyche.
Fascinating, isn't it? The ancient alchemists may not have found gold, but they certainly left us with treasures of a different kind.
The concept of reincarnation, the belief that the soul or consciousness is reborn into a new body after death, is a recurring theme in many spiritual traditions.
Yeah, and while reincarnation has often been, seen as a matter of faith or belief, recent discoveries in the field of epigenetics suggest something fascinating. It's like our ancestors might be closer to us than we ever imagined, not in a spiritual way, but actually woven into our very being.
Epigenetics, the study of how environmental factors can influence the expression of our genes, reveals that trauma, stress, and even loving experiences can leave their mark on our DNA, influencing the health and well-being of future generations.
So, like these epigenetic changes passed down through generations, act almost like a form of ancestral memory shaping who we are today.
Could it be that what we perceive as past lives or ancestral memories are echoes of these epigenetic imprints, a biological inheritance that connects us to the experiences of those who came before us? Perhaps the most profound mystery of all, one that has captivated philosophers and scientists for millennia, is the nature of consciousness itself.
Indeed, what is it that allows us to experience the world, to think, to feel, to dream?
Ancient traditions from Hinduism to Buddhism have long maintained that consciousness is not merely a product of the brain, but rather a fundamental force of the universe, a field of pure awareness that permeates all things.
And yet, modern neuroscience, despite its significant advances in understanding the neural correlates of consciousness, has not fully unraveled the enigma of subjective experience.
How does the firing of neurons, the flow of electrical and chemical signals, give rise to the richness and depth of our inner world?
Could it be that consciousness, like space and time, is a fundamental aspect of reality? Perhaps our brains are not creators of consciousness, but instead receivers, tuning into this universal field of awareness.
As we stand at the precipice of a new era of scientific discovery, we find ourselves at a unique crossroads, where ancient wisdom and modern science are converging in ways that were once unimaginable.
The more we learn about the universe and even ourselves, the more we realize how much we still don't know.
Perhaps the greatest lesson we can glean from both science and spirituality is the importance of humility, of acknowledging the vastness of the unknown and approaching the mysteries of the cosmos with a sense of wonder and awe.
Ancient seers and mystics, through their deep introspection and intuitive insights, arrived at this remarkably holistic understanding of the interconnectedness of all things.
Modern science, with its powerful instruments and analytical methods, is now confirming many of these ancient truths, revealing a universe far stranger and more wondrous than we could have ever imagined.
And as we continue to explore the cosmos, both within and without, it's important to remember that science and spirituality aren't opposites.
By embracing both the mystic and the measurable, we open ourselves to a richer, more complete understanding of the universe and our place within its grand design. As we conclude our exploration of ancient mysteries through the lens of the modern mind, we are left with more questions than answers.
Yeah, but maybe that's what true knowledge is all about, right? It's about sparking that thirst for deeper understanding, that drive to uncover the mysteries at the heart of existence.
Could it be that ancient wisdom, passed down through generations, holds the keys to unlocking future scientific breakthroughs?
And are we on the verge of a new renaissance? One where science and spirituality come together, walking hand in hand to light the way to a more harmonious understanding of ourselves and the universe?
The journey of discovery is never-ending.
Totally. It's up to all of us to stay curious, to keep questioning, and to dive into this vast, mysterious tapestry of knowledge that connects us all.